Say something crucial so he can't edit it out.
Right.
Actually, the number of times I go to shorten the lead up of like just a little bit of banter, I'm like, I start to say something, and then you guys, I'm just like, all right, here we go. The end times are nigh, or so they say. But tonight, the Empire endures. Welcome to the Grimdark Chronicles, our playthrough of Warhammer Fantasy Roleplays. I just tried to say legendary and vaunted at one time. Legendary campaign, The Enemy Within. I'm your GM, Brad, joined tonight by Mike playing Kroppa, Alex playing Luca, Kyle playing Segemund, and Eric playing the thrift shop connoisseur, Wolfhart. Our show is brought to you by two wonderful people. First of all, our neighbors to the north, Dark Forge Media, for making our awesome intro video. Go show them some love for all of your multimedia needs. Thank you to the gentlemen and our northern neighbors for making such an awesome lead-in for our campaign. And also, the Grimdark Chronicles is brought to you by Baron of Dice. If you need dice for your games, go to baronofdice.com and use the code DEADSONS, and you'll get 5% off your purchase. We don't get anything for that. It's for you, but we just want to say thank you, and thanks to the guys over at Baron of Dice for being a supporter of the show.
Hell yes.
God, I feel way too official having to do two of these in a row now.
Oh, poor Brad.
On that note, last time in the Empire, Luca gets a loot. That is the name of the episode, by the way. So...
You're welcome.
You're welcome is about as good as it could be.
Wolfhart steals a loot.
That was 2 episodes ago.
Yeah, true.
He stole
true.
it one night and then gave it to you the next. But last time, Wolfhart actually gave you the loot that he stole, along with a few of the other things. Oh my god, I'm a smart GM. I wrote the exact day then. It was the 20-30 yard wrong. I should just look at my own notes rather than ask you guys before episodes.
Yeah, you know our notes are
trust
dog
us.
shit. Eric might have good notes.
Eric might have good notes.
We definitely don't.
We need Justin back. So Wolfhart gave you the loot, and you showed a abundance of affection, and I believe your exact words were to the point of mild like get off.
I made it a little awkward.
Made it a little awkward. Kroppa, you spent the trip from Weissbruck, or from Altdorf to Weissbruck, learning about the business of running a trade boat while also trying to essentially distract Joseph a bit from having to do work on this journey. And the 3-day journey to Weissbruck, you had rain multiple days. You met with Sergeant Glucker, who was a road warden looking for information on the Altdorf murders of 2 nobles. You managed to negotiate with a guard, specifically a Franz Goldstein, also known as Franz Gruber, to reduce the 2 gold canal run for the Barabelli down to 15 silver. You were told when you get to Weissbruck to see an individual named Karl, like everyone else in the Empire, Karl Holstein, and kind of just give him a writ, which was nothing more than a scribble of a name for all of those you could read. And as we open on today, the Barabelli is nosing out of the canal, the lock house on this side of the canal off to your side. The sun is rising over the east. The river has a faint layer of mist above the water, which is slightly warmer than the still very chilly late winter, early spring air. Joseph stretches at the helm and goes, good old, Haggard's voice, good old Weissbruck. You know what they say about Weissbruck?
It don't smell like this.
You know,
We do not know what they say. What do they say?
I should not have said that. I don't know. I don't know what they say about Weissbruck. But we're here.
Smells like shit. That's what they say.
So as a recap, just to bring you guys back to speed, Weissbruck is a swiftly growing town on the River Bogan. It stretches from where you're coming out in the Weissbruck Canal on the north end of the city. So the sun is basically rising to your back over your left shoulders as you're nosing out of the canal. The city runs north to south because you are nosing out into a harbor that is on the River Bogan. This river will now take you from Weissbruck south towards the Grey Mountains until you reach Bogenhafen, or Bogenhafen. The town itself for those of you, Sigmund, actually, you don't even have to roll. You would know this from a little bit of your legal studies and rumors around Altdorf, is run by House Gruber, the family that has basically taken over management of the town. They consider themselves to be nobles of sorts, and they have a predominant wealth value coming from mines that they own. So less than a century ago, 100 years ago, Weissbruck was just another spit on the map of the Empire, just a tiny little place on the river. And now, with a canal that runs directly to Altdorf, serving as a gateway to miss the tolls of Karaberg out of Nordland, or out of Middenland, it's rapidly ascending to something of value and of power. So as the day starts, you're on the deck, having woken up, basic day duties, beginning to nose out of the canal, and the day's yours.
I don't want too much time to go by before I consider this, but given that the road wardens just asked us about stuff that happened in Altdorf, this loot that I have, does it have any insignia, serial number, anything that would trace it back to that store?
You notice that the neck of the loot is actually engraved with property of the Emperor Karl Franz, but beyond that, no.
Sweet.
Shut up. Does it say anything on it?
It does not say anything on it. It is
okay.
It is an unadorned loot that could have come from any musical store anywhere.
Okay, perfect, cool.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't get you a special fancy one.
No, I just want to make sure that I'm not holding something that says,
hey,
whatever it was, Wonder Emporium or whatever.
Imagine that you actually did steal Karl Franz's loot and gave it to Luca.
Oh, that'd be great.
Can we go back to Altdorf? I need to do something.
Protect your shit better.
Okay. So yeah, nothing on the loot, Luca. It is as safe as you think it could be.
Okay. Is it morning?
It is. About 8:30 in the morning, just like the clock says for you.
Thanks, man. So if we just had breakfast, was there any kind of vegetables on our breakfast plate?
There would not have been vegetables. So you have a few different things going on. So first and foremost, you have a major piece of fish with your breakfast, along with a little bit of just like a gruel. It's a boat breakfast. You don't really have a lot of fresh fruit or vegetables. And alongside that would be kind of like so you have a little gruel, a little fish, and maybe like a starchy potato. If that's your vegetable, there you go.
So no offering for Bogenhauer today?
No offering right. For the god of the River Bogen.
How big is Weissbruck?
Weissbruck it's decent. You know, you're looking at this town and it stretches as far as the eye can see. It's got about a half dozen major docking areas, but there are, from those docking areas, each of them have about 10 slips. So you could easily have 30 or 40 boats along the docks of Weissbruck. Rising above the predominantly two-story, wooden wattle, I think it's called, wooden wattle. The timbered Tudor-style construction, very, very, very traditional within the Empire. Rising above those are three larger buildings that are each 3 to 4 stories tall that are very obviously inns or taverns of some kind. So it's big enough to justify having 3 different taverns that you can see rising above other homes, as well as, like I said, 30 to 40 different boat slips or docking stations.
How long are we going to be docked, Joseph?
Oh, well, hopefully just for a bit. We need to stop in, get a few supplies, resupply the old, slaps one of the barrels, resupply the old victuals, if you will. Running a bit low on the necessities due to a very enjoyable company ship on this journey.
Well, if you'd like, I'd be happy to help us get more supplies.
Perfect. When we dock, we'll get the boat all tied up, and if you 3 don't mind, but no offense, Kroppa, and you, well, actually, you negotiate pretty darn well. If you 4 don't mind, we need. Opens up
wine.
The barrel.
I believe we need wine.
You read my mind. Perhaps that, and it wouldn't do bad to find some dried vegetables of some kind. Give Bogenhauer his due.
We have a budget.
He reaches in and he pulls out a few silver and he goes, "Oh, well, Opens the barrel again. Yeah. Pulls out about a gold crown and goes, keep it under this.
Okay. So wine, dried veggies, anything else?
I mean, the basics. Wine, dried vegetables, some kind of just basic boat ration dried meats would not be bad either. We've still got a few days ahead of us after this.
I don't believe any of us have been here. Maybe you could point us in the direction.
Oh, sure. He literally just motions out across the town. He goes, there's all sorts of vendors along and merchants along the docks here that would be willing to give you a bit of what we need. We'll get tied up, pay the fees, pay the taxes, make sure we're all squared away here. Didn't we? And he looks over at the toll house as he's beginning to kind of turn into town.
We need to see
We need
someone.
to make a stop here.
Yep.
Oh, we did. Yes, to talk to Hans Holstein.
Oh yes. And he begins to kind of nose the bear belly up. There's where the lock house is. That again, it's a toll house for the canal going the other direction. There are a few docks, just a little bit of a space, and he kind of noses up next to it, gets his crew moving, and you see as very, very quickly Volmar and Gilda, who are both his traditional boat hands, have ropes in hand and are jumping onto the dock and tying off the bear belly very quickly. The sails are dropped, comes to a nose stop, and Joseph kind of stretches a bit and goes, right, well, Kroppa, I think you're up. You're coming with me. The rest of you stay. You can stay here. We'll tackle this one right quick.
I'm gonna wave for Segemund.
Okay.
Anywhere without legal representation.
You need Segemund for legal. Sure. Turn yourself up like half notch, would you?
How's that?
Way better.
I don't think it should be missed. Eric saying, one call, that's all. Super long.
Totally true.
I listened back to it and missed it the first time.
I didn't. I think I missed it too.
That was a good one.
So
We're seeing
Segemund,
Carl.
you're looking for Karl Holstein.
Yep.
Holstein.
Hans Holstein is who I was. It's who I got down to
We got it
talk
from
to.
Franz.
Yeah, you got it from
maybe
Franz.
Maybe that's
Yeah.
when I screwed up.
So just to mess with you,
We're
all,
looking for Carl.
You're looking
Yes.
for Karl.
Okay.
Just to mess you all up, you paid the toll to Franz Goldstein, also known as
Yep.
Franz Gruber,
Got
and you need
that.
to go see Karl Holstein.
Oh, these names.
Just driving home the ridiculousness of the
They
Empire.
sound like breeds of cow.
A little bit. A little bit. So the three of you kind of get off the boat, short walk up to the house, and as you do, you see as a gentleman again in the livery of the House Gruber steps out. Right. What can we do for you, gents? Trip down the canal, safe, square, everything good?
Yeah, it was wonderful. We were welcomed in by a good fellow,
Franz.
Goldstein.
Goldstein.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. And what are you doing here?
Told us to come see you. You are Carl, are you not?
No, are you looking for Karl Holstein?
We are.
Are you Hans?
No, I'm actually Greg.
Dieter?
I'm not Dieter. Dieter's off shift till next week. Loophole to be back then too.
You're gonna fuck this up.
Let me go get Carl for you.
Thank you.
He walks into the gatehouse, shuts the door. You hear a faint rustling of papers. Out walks the exact same guard, Greg,
Whoops.
in a different colored hat with a like a stuck-on mustache. And he goes, "Hello, ich bin Karl. You were sent to see me."
We were from your friend Franz, associate.
Good. How is good Franz? Was he
Wonderful,
nice?
very reasonable man.
Yes, excellent. And what did you pay Franz?
I don't know. What did we pay him?
15 silver.
15 silver.
Yeah.
Well, I have the receipt, right? Yeah, I've got a note to give to him, actually.
He takes the receipt and he
It's
looks at it.
written,
And he
not a
goes,
receipt.
Yeah.
Even though it's a scribble. Doesn't
I
have
don't
to
know
say
that. I
anything.
can't read that shit.
Sigmund can.
This appears to be perfectly in order. Crumples it up, throws it behind him. Excellent. Well, on your way. Thank you for supporting the House Gruber Mercenary Wine Fund, and we appreciate you. If anyone asks, you definitely paid your tolls down the Weissbruck Canal and did not just support the wine fund. And, good day. Walks back in, shuts the door behind him. You hear the lock.
Magnificent tolls. Oh, yeah.
Your
I need-
writ looks like one of those shitty doctor's
It was worse
prescriptions.
than that. Kroppa, Segemund, I need you both to give me a intuition check at an average plus 20.
Yes. However.
Oh, 20.
Yes, but
Average plus 20.
Yes,
Yes,
and.
and.
Oh, okay. You both recognize fully well that you were air quote fleeced. You paid a toll. You absolutely paid the toll, and the toll to go down the canal is 2 gold. That is legitimate. Joseph was very adamant that that was what they were going to pay. So one way or another, Joseph is happy, and Joseph begins cackling, laughing, and he goes, "Oh, it's been a while since we had one of those. Those right men right there. They're going to make the best of that." Well, and he slaps you both on the back. He goes, "You still did a fine job negotiating them down. Looks like they normally take the 2 gold and pay for their own drink, at least every few boats." He walks up, saunters up, raps on the door 3 times, and just goes, "Oh, Carl." "Yes." "Good old Joseph Quartrain and the Barabelli will be back this way in, Segemund, what day is it?"
It'd be the 26th of Yardrow.
26th of Yardrow. "Okay, Carl, we'll be back after the Schaffenfest. You're gonna remember old Joseph, yeah?" And he goes, "Yes." "Excellent. All right, boys, work is done."
All
And
right.
He starts
Yeah,
sauntering
sure.
back to the boat, and he's just Joseph is just laughing at this point. Like, he's not even mad about this. The net result here is you got him a discount on his fee, and he's laughing that these people are basically fleecing their lords to pay for their own drinking.
That is fun.
Respect.
Slaps you both on the shoulder and goes, "Right. Let's see what we can do about that wine."
And
At the
food.
sound of wine, the door opens from behind you. "Yoo-hoo! Did you say wine?" "None for you, Carl." Fine. Slam. Gets you back to the boat.
got a little wino, huh?
takes a few minutes. There's a piece of Warhammer that's very important, and that's levity. If you just take this at a grimdark and you don't see the comedic side of it, like, this is just a depressing IP. So occasionally there's ridiculousness.
I'd
But
drink all the wine I could find too.
There's a reason they drank.
there's a reason they
Yeah.
drink. There's a
Fair.
reason why characters are constantly named after each other. There's a reason why... Yeah, anyway. So you get back to the boat. It takes about 3 minutes for the crew to begin untying all the mooring lines and getting you pushed off. And in that time, you watch as both Volmar and Gilda, very apt, untying the ropes, untying their knots, and just getting right back on and pushing off.
Did we not get a chance to go get supplies?
You're not in town yet. You're at the edge.
We're at the toll house.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, so the toll
okay.
house, the canal comes out right at the northernmost edge of town. They're
Mhm.
just pushing you off to take you down to the actual docks now. So
I totally knew that. I was just testing you.
anytime you dock in a major city, anytime you enter a major city, you're going to pay taxes. It's just the nature of the beast. And that was just a rap on the door of a tax to use the canal. Different. You nose down into town, maneuvering your way again through some of the larger ships. You don't see the same size ships that you did in Altdorf, which makes sense. The River Bogan is still large, but it's not the River Reich. It does not go to the ocean. Navigating around other barges, navigating around a river warden's barge that is calling out and looking for individuals, just checking on boats. But quickly, Joseph finds a dock and steers the Barabelli in. As the boat slides in, as the barge slides into the dock, the sails being brought back down, ropes being cast, and moorings being tied. You hear a very familiar bustle, the bustle of a dock. The shouting of men, the calls of fishmongers and merchants, the sounds of metal rattling as different guards or different individuals walk by in different, plates of armor or moving along metal goods. Crates stacked 3, 4, 5 high in multiple places, creating pyramids and piles. You see as cranes are loading some of the larger barges with more huge boxes or crates or barrels. And above it all, you see as a small man in a large floppy hat is making his way around the dock. As you fully tie off, I'd like for all 4 of you to give me a quick intuition check, and I'll call this at a plus 20.
$94 over $64.
Okay.
+3.
So Kroppa with a +3, Segemund with a -0. Oh, that's a close one.
Just a 60 people.
Yep. Luca, how was your
-1.
thing? Oh, it wasn't showing up perfect. So we have a -1, a +3, a -0, and a -6.
-3.
-3. Sorry, totally misheard you. Kroppa, you're the only one who gets this. You recognize the bustle of a market. You recognize the hustle of back alley dealings happening in plain sight. You see, fittingly so, the individual with the floppy hat and the large clipboard is an official individual, but you also recognize that if you held that role, you would absolutely be adding 30% on top to take your piece. He comes waddling up. Not as round as Kroppa.
But before he does, how far away do I spot this dude?
He's at the end of the dock beginning to make his way to you.
All right. I'm going to pull Joseph aside real quick. This tax man here. What have your dealings been with him or his like in the past?
Oh, they're always kind enough. They tell me a number, I pay the number. I get my dock, I get my slip, we get our goods, we leave.
You're content with paying more than you owe.
Well, they tell me
this is interesting. How about if I can talk them down?
Okay.
We make a donation to the goddess.
The goddess of Verena, if you're able to get me a little discount, she'll have that discount.
Okay.
This man walks up. Robes are kind of a sage forest green, trimmed in almost like an ermine, like a mink or what is an ermine? It's like a rodent style animal,
Like a marten.
Yeah, kind of. Is it like a marten? Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I always see the word ermine and I Google it so many times and I never remember what it means. I just know I always think of it like mink. Fur trimmed. Walks up. Welcome to Weissbruck. You are here on business, I assume? He's looking at you, Kroppa, and Joseph. He goes, who is the lord of the ship? Well, that'd be this man right here. And Joseph slaps you on the shoulder, Kroppa.
Yes?
He's the lord of the ship, negotiator, and master tactician of the books and bountiful. He handles the money of the Barabelli.
Do I get the vibe that this floppy-headed individual is what's his status?
This floppy-headed fuck. He's a silver 4.
Is he? Okay.
He's got the trappings. He's got
Okay.
necklaces
All right.
hanging. His hands are covered in rings. There's bracelets. And he looks to you and he goes, excellent. On behalf of the town of Weissbruck, a 20-foot barge is due for a berthing of how long are you staying?
I look to the man of the ship. I just deal with the money.
Oh, sorry. Just overnight. Stay for the day, replenish, refurbish. I need to pick up a few things. And there's he looks to you, Luca, there's a mighty good inn nearby that has a good pint. We're leaving in the morning. Gotta get down to the Schaffenfest. Right. 1 berth, 24-hour stay, 20 foot. What are you hauling? Wine. Right, for the Schaffenfest. Your total berthing fees for the evening shall come to the total of 1 gold crown, 2 silver. You see as even Joseph pulls up and he goes, Now hold on right there. Now that's riverway robbery, that is. It's normally half a crown. Yes, well, as you can see, the entirety of the dock is full for the nature of the beast, and if you look over your shoulder, there are many other boats who would happily have your berth, so pay it or leave. Your call.
So I don't know what accent this would be, but I'm gonna crank up my Salzmunder accent.
Ooh.
Now, sir, when I worked, and I'm gonna pull, I don't know a town up there, but
Salzemund is the town.
Okay, well, when I worked in Salzemund, I plied a very similar trade as you are right now, and
My tax man.
I'm curious. We will pay your fee, of course, but just the fee. This, and I'm going to lean in very close when I say it. This inflation, while the docks are full, is it's a bit disrespectful, don't you think? He has never crossed you in any way. We've followed all the protocols, paid all the tolls.
This is true. And
I just saw this boat, and I point to a couple boats up, like far enough out of earshot. They were waving obscenities at us when we came in. Showed us their ass.
He leans in,
I'm gonna start blotting.
drops his voice a couple octaves and goes, Sir, are you proclaiming that the ship 3 docks down was being indecent in his lord's harbor of Weissbruck?
No, this was when we were on the river.
Oh, unfortunately, I have no command over the river, but that is we will keep an eye on them.
I'm merely speaking to their character
Well,
and
frankly,
comparing it to our, I would say, unimpeachable character thus far.
Yes.
And be provoked.
I do understand. I do. I will say that I do appreciate a man of the taste, a man of the tariffs and the taxes. You seem to understand what you are saying, and being from Salzenmund, a very well-reputed locale from the north. By the way, congratulations on never dying to the Norskin raiders. They sound absolutely brutalic. Here's what I can tell you.
The key is to run faster.
Hold, please.
Or have company whom has poor balance.
He looks at you and sniggers before catching himself just a minute and goes, Poor balance must have saved the day. Now, here's the deal. I understand what you are saying. I can knock off 2 silver. Now, I do understand that you and your captain feel that this is highway robbery. However, the nature of business, as I'm sure you are aware, is that when there is high demand, there is low supply, and therefore the cost goes up. What we will also do is we will include extra... He looks over at Joseph and he goes, What is your shortcomings in terms of goods, sir? Wine. Yes, so I know you're hauling wine. No, I need wine.
And food.
Right. Give them a 15% discount off the merchant's tables. We will drop your fee down by 2 silver and discount your merchant's fees by 15%. We do appreciate, and he looks specifically at Joseph as he says this, routine business. However, the Schaffenfest has stretched our limits, and therefore our lord is demanding a higher fee. I can push 2 silver, that is all.
Is your lord near here?
Of course not.
Is he not another? But are you the dock master?
No, I'm just the tax man.
And the dock master would confirm this fee, would he not?
The dockmaster has nothing to do with the fees. He would tell you to defer
the
to me.
dock master would certainly have something to do with the fees, if not your lord. I just want to know if he is the one charging this fee.
No, he is not. This is coming from our lord. And the dockmaster would just refer you to me. That is my role. His role is to handle all arbitrary duties, by the way. And he looks over his shoulder at this other individual who's just writing with a quill. The roll of parchment is just extending as he keeps talking. And he's writing. He goes, by the way, remind the dockmaster that there's a boat 3 slips down that has shown their rear ends to others on the river, and to have the river wardens investigate, please. But yes, again, we will discount this by 2 silver. Just routine business.
I would like to stab this guy.
You may.
This is going to end real well.
Yes, I may.
You may. But so he's basically, not to just continue to reiterate, the voice is supposed to be annoying. He is supposed to be a grating character.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's willing to shave off 2 silver and give you 15%. Kroppa, if you want to push further, you got to do a haggle check, my man.
I would like to.
Your argument was great. That gives you an automatic knock. Let's see what you can do with a haggle.
Does the
Automatic
lawman here
what?
know? Go ahead.
Your diatribe, your speech, your RP automatically knocked off the 2 silver. Let's see what a haggle does.
Knock. I didn't hear
Luca, what you got?
I was just wondering if Segemund here knows if this is proper procedure for the how they collect the fee.
I'm re-rolling
But
Using a fortune point? Okay, as a reminder, all your fortune regenerated last session, episode 12.
Yeah, so we got...
You should have your fate total equal in fortune. Segemund, that is a great question by Luca. Prompted. Give me a lore Reichland check.
I'm still going to do it.
Actually, I'm sorry, you have lore law. Give me a lore law check. You are muted, my friend.
At average?
Average,
Or
yes. No, sorry. Lore law. What is Segemund's...
Take that plus
what
8.
is Segemund's focus in the law on? What is his main focus of law?
as a student, he's not quite focused just yet.
Okay,
But
then we'll leave it. We'll leave it against that. What's your skill?
Yeah,
62,
52.
52.
you
You
must
probably
have
still have advantage on your character. Shut that off.
Ooh, hold on. Yeah.
You should. But what we'll say is we'll give you the 52. So an 8 against a 52 is a
So-
+5 on the law.
Yeah.
I think I know what's going on. So the challenging, when you alter the challenging entry, that resets every time you fire up a roll. Those advantages and modifiers up above, those don't reset every time.
Correct.
They do not.
That's what caught me.
Okay. Well, I took it off.
That's okay.
So
We know that
say
your 8 is
+5.
versus 52, so you're +5. Kroppa, with a +2 on your haggle test, you beat his 82. As you continue to negotiate back and forth, Segemund, you would be able to lean in and basically say, he's not lying about the law. Like, the taxman is reiterating a fee that was set by the Lord. The dockmaster would refer you to a tax official for any questions about the taxes, because the dockmaster's job is all of the operational efficiencies. It is also worrying about the tax, but that's why he has a taxman. Everything this man is telling you is true. You also recognize he can probably push the price a bit further. So Kroppa, with a +2 versus my -3, it'll be a +5 swing. He looks to you after you, Segemund, continue to push, Luca making comments as well, and he goes, all right, here's what we will do. Joseph Quatrain and the Barabelli, you are hereby allowed to dock at the routine fee of 1 gold, as you normally pay. No, we normally pay half a crown. Yes, I understand that. We'll... half a crown fee, and we will remove the discount to the docks and goods. However, should you cause any problems, or be found to be in this berth past 1 hour beyond sunrise tomorrow morning, you shall be assessed the other 10 silver of that charge. Do you understand? Yes. I think that's very fair. All right. Take this writ. He writes off a real writ, hands it over to Joseph. Segemund, obviously I know you read. It literally says, as a repeat valued customer on behalf of the Lords of Weissbruck, you are hereby allowed to dock for half silver price, or the half crown price.
Yeah.
That's a
Well
hell
done,
of a
Kroppa.
savings there, guys.
Well
12,
done, Kroppa.
12 silver.
Marks it off. He looks to you all and he goes,
Verena be praised.
looks to you specifically,
Oh,
Kroppa,
yeah.
and goes, it has been some time since I've seen a taxman who can argue the taxes as well as I do. I should keep a lawyer in my back pocket as well. Very nice. Good to meet you. He turns and he
Good
gets to
day.
walk away. Kroppa.
Yeah.
A small pouch is pushed into your chest as Joseph just goes, well, those words bit me. There's the 15, nope, sorry, hang on. Reaches in, pulls one coin out. 14 silver differential as promised.
Nice work.
I'm going to give him 2 silver. Put that towards the better portion of wine and food on the voyage.
You're a fair man, Kroppa. Even if I didn't realize that these tolls got doubled, we should expect the same most of the way to Bogenhafen if this is what it's like today. Ugh. Man be praised, we're in trouble. All right. We're tied off, we're moored. We will be here until the morn. We are pushing off not a minute after the sun rises in the morning. So, let's go get this handled. You 4, if you don't mind going to look into the provisioning, we're going to wrap up a few other items here, get things squared away, and then meet up for dinner. Oh, let's say at the, my favorite, he points off to the south. There's a slightly tottering and leaning inn that stands above the others. He goes, the Happy Man. Great place. Good deals. Food's okay. But the waitress, she'll knock your socks off. At this, you see as Gilda and Volmar just stop, and Gilda smacks him across the back of the head. He goes, ow! Joseph, please, for the love of God, stop making us go visit your ex-wife every time we are in this town. We don't want to. We don't like her. She doesn't like you. No. She's just joking. It'll be a good time. Happy man. Right before
I would
sunset.
be happy to meet your ex-wife.
Oh, no, she's not my ex. He looks at Gilda and he goes, she's not my ex. She just doesn't talk to me anymore.
No means no.
We're in a weird spat of this marriage here.
Whatever you gotta tell yourself, buddy. I pat him on the back as we walk away.
He kind of deflates a little bit as you touch him.
Crumble.
So, as the 4 of you go to step off the boat, I'd like each of you to give me an average plus 20 perception test, please.
No.
Yes. Is that just the Minecraft villager noise?
36 under 46, or 64. So plus 3.
Shit. Okay. Plus 3, plus 1, plus 2. Kyle.
I am perceiving shit. I might put that advantage back in, see if I can't get good rolls.
At least you've passed a roll tonight.
That's right, how about it?
Okay, so everyone but Segemund, as you step off the boat and you begin to look towards the city itself, you see one of the inns looms loud over the docks. It's the closest to the dock. It's probably where most people who are staying on a boat or bring a boat into town would stay. And the sign is a burned and charred piece of wood with just a gold G in the middle of it. Now, none of you will know this, but it's the Black and Gold Inn. Again, just to throw back, most people can't read. Therefore, most signs are images that are very well described by people. A blackened, burned piece of wood with a gold G in the middle, black and gold. The Black and Gold Inn, there's an individual standing in the doorway. Stocky. Long coat. Kind of a slightly narrowed face. Hat pulled down, barely showing his eyes, with a crossbow over his back. The 3 of you who see him, you don't truly recognize him. Unless you're one of the people who saw him in Altdorf. And then you would recognize that this is the same man who, on the opposite side of the Königplatz, managed to get those 2 people making weird symbols to Kroppa, get their attention and kind of get them to go towards him. Wolfhart, the same 2 people you found dead in the road a couple nights ago. Yep, the guys who did the ear thing. Exactly.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, you recognize, at least if you saw him in Altdorf, which I believe... Who saw him in Altdorf?
I think Kroppa and
I saw him.
I was going to say, Kroppa, you recognize him then.
I didn't, but I'm not seeing him now because I'm not perceiving.
Exactly. Yep,
Yeah.
yep. They're perfect right there. Yep. So Segemund, because you can't see him now, you don't notice him. You don't recognize him, but Kroppa, you do. Luca and Wolfhart, excuse me. You don't recognize him, but he's obviously staring at you.
I missed what you had said leading up to that. Sorry.
There's an individual
I would
standing in the
clearly-
door of the Black and Gold Inn directly ahead of you. Large inn, blackened wooden sign with a golden G. He's got on a long coat, slightly hawkish face with a hat semi-pulled down, crossbow over his back. You recognize his face. It's the same individual you saw in the Koenig plots of Altdorf after
And
those
this-
guys were giving you the weird ear symbols.
Does he see us?
And he's staring
directly
right
at
at
us.
you.
Okay.
What kind of staring is he doing?
The kind where he looks at you, realizes you're looking back, and turns and walks into the inn.
So the creepy kind.
The creepy kind.
Now, the
Intriguing.
sees that we're looking at him and walks into the inn, kind of like wanting us to follow in, or like,
We
oh
caught him
shit,
looking at us.
he caught me looking.
Give me
A McLovin check.
Give me an intuition plus 40.
Who gets an ID with one fucking name on it?
Oh god damn! That's a terrible roll.
Damn, Kroppa.
The worst.
That is worst. Jesus Christ.
Wait, what? 2.
Wow.
You sure you don't want to re-roll that?
I mean, I only got 2 fortune left.
It's up to you.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna save it. We have at least 3 sessions.
Luca
left.
and Wolfhart, you can still roll to see if it's a good start.
I
okay.
figured I would. Intuition. Was there a modifier or difficulty?
It was plus 40.
I mean? Plus 40.
That'd be 64 under 84.
Okay. Okay. Both of you,
48 under 71.
despite not recognizing this individual, do recognize that this was not the "come follow me hither" look. It was the look of, "Oh shit, they saw me." Kroppa with a
I'm
99. You
Yeah.
think it's a "come hither" look?
So yeah, I'm gonna turn to the group. So we've seen this man, or at least I've seen this man before, with the fellows with the ear thing.
I've never seen this man.
Do you think we should have a discussion about the note and the ear thing? And
Based on how he acted, I would say
Goings-ons?
no. That was not a look of...
oh, I don't mean a conversation with him. I mean a conversation with us about what we're gonna do about the note
Oh, that kind of conversation. Yeah, we should, but not here.
before we fuck with this dude,
Yeah.
because we never did that.
Well, would you rather have a creepy dude that we don't know what he's up to and not know where he is, or go confront him with the 4 of us?
I'm
I'm a
not
big
walking
fan
around
of
after dark.
solving
ever again,
things
so-
immediately.
Yeah.
Kroppa's like, "Fuck the dark."
I'm going to look at the party and you go, who's going to intimidate him? We aren't the most imposing group.
I look down at your bloody dagger that's killed 3 people. I
Oh,
think
one
you
eye
are a
for
little
them
more
on me.
intimidating than you think.
Is there another inn around here? Another tavern, Brad?
There's 3.
Okay.
So you
Can
have
we,
you're
can we
meeting,
dip into a different one
yeah,
and talk about this?
you're meeting Joseph at the Happy Man later tonight for dinner.
I mean, it doesn't have to be a tavern. I guess. I think now's the time we need to talk about this note and this 20,000 gold inheritance and all that.
How often do
Maybe
we
not
see
in the main fucking road.
Yeah.
how often do we see crossbows just walking around?
Not very often.
Not
You
very
actually,
often.
So a major call out here, major call out about just Warhammer and the world in general. You will sometimes see weaponry. It is not as common. Like, this is not Dungeons and Dragons where dudes are walking around with a greatsword over their back all the time. Most of the time when you're in major cities like Altdorf, Mindenheim, Segemund, etc., guards will either tell you to go put your weapons back in your inn, or they'll confiscate them and lock them up until you leave town, because they don't want armed violence. Now, that being said, you still see people who do walk around with weapons. Warrior priests of Sigmar, witch hunters, guardsmen, soldiers, nobles, etc.
Okay, but when I see that, though, when I see these people walking around, they have the trappings of somebody that I can recognize is this or that. Does he have trappings that would suggest to me that he's a bounty hunter, that he's a...
Great question. I was hoping somebody would ask. Yes.
Okay. What does he appear to
He
be
looks
to
to
me?
be a bounty hunter.
Looking
Every
at
ounce
us.
of his appearance looks like a bounty hunter. He's got the long coat. He's got the arms. He's got the crossbow. He's got weapons. You don't see manacles, chains, anything like that. But you do see that he's got the leather armor, a longer coat, things like that.
I am now less settled than I was a moment ago. I don't want to mess with a bounty hunter. Kicking ass is kind of what they do, so.
Also, what is he coming after us for?
He's not necessarily coming after us, but he's giving us weird looks, which is not great.
This is the second time we've apparently seen him. Kroppa just said he saw him in Altdorf.
True.
And he's giving us eyes. Giving me a suspicion that he's following us.
Wait, the night that those two guys were killed, they were shot with crossbows. We all saw that.
We got shot with something. We don't know if it was a crossbolt or arrow or...
I swear Brad said it was a crossbow.
I will repeat,
but
it's a bolt. A crossbow bolt looks very different from an arrow. It's shorter, it's thicker. They were crossbow bolts.
So they were shot with a crossbow.
So they were shot with a crossbow.
Correct.
Then it could have been him.
Right.
Which means he's killed before and could do it again. I don't know if walking up and confronting him is the best bet right now.
You are probably right. We should probably get out of here. Get the provisions and back to the ship.
I do need to sell some shit, but...
What could you possibly need to sell?
Nothing.
I mean,
You need to know about.
since, and you haven't been caught yet, so we have broken no laws.
Right.
I mean, not in this region.
Not in this region.
Even better.
Yeah.
Give me 30 minutes.
I mean, do we want to go drop a dime on this fool? And just start doling out counter accusations? I mean, that's an option.
If anything, I think someone should keep an eye on him, but...
Yeah. I don't want him to disappear and us to lose sight of him and then that become more of a problem. But
Okay.
If we are going to say something, it needs to be all four of us because we're not...
That's
As
why I'm
you're
asking. Yeah.
So real quick,
Yeah.
Luca, as you're discussing this, as a reminder, he ducked back into an inn. You all no longer see him.
I know.
We're
I
in
know.
this. We're
Okay.
talking about what to do.
I was just
Yeah.
saying, as Alex is enumerating as Luca of like, you don't want to lose sight on the guy.
The only
You
thing
already
is...
did.
Right. He could have easily
But we assume
went out
he's
the
in
back
there.
door and be gone. Or if he is still in there, if there's two entrances, we should probably... But I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence because I don't really want to confront him because he could probably easily kill me. But
Yeah, I don't want to
How
die.
about this?
the lawyer doesn't want that confrontation.
How about we
In the
go
streets?
around?
No.
Right.
We could have some other people look for him or keep an eye out for him. Or we could do nothing and then ask about... I mean, he's a pretty distinctive looking individual.
Are there any children out here?
There are not children on the dock at this time. No, sir.
Let's hire some children,
Why
man.
is your first thought to go to children?
Because they're less
Perfect.
likely to be...
People ignore them.
Yeah,
Any
they want the
poors?
money. They're below...
Yeah, any poors?
In general, I will
That's
say,
the best thing.
Other
It's
than
not-
me and Wolfhart.
Who can we take advantage of?
I will say,
I
using
need a list.
using children as spies is not the worst idea. They do tend
It's
to be
not.
beneath notice unless they're in places they really shouldn't be. And as you know, as Game of Thrones, Varys did it.
Plus, this is Turnabout. Brad tried to have Kyle killed by a kid, so
Hey now,
it's only fair I
Hey,
make
now.
kids a huge pain in his ass the remainder of the campaign.
That's
Correct.
Every session.
So we're adopting a kid. All right. So
We're adopting. We're going to steal a
we're
kid, probably.
adopting a... Whoa.
Forceful adoption.
Plus,
Whoa.
Their
We'll pay.
records get expunged. It's all good, man. There's no harm, no foul.
how did you just
Exactly.
go from adoption to kidnapping?
Have you seen this party?
That was the thief. That was the thief.
You understand my constant state of concern, right? I'm always on the verge of panic.
Well, as you should be.
Okay, so gentlemen,
I
what are we
kind
doing?
of think we should find an inn to go to and not be standing here in the street and try to get about doing what we're here to do.
Okay.
Well, let's go to Joseph's Inn then.
Okay.
Yeah.
You head to the Happy Man Inn. You head into town. The Happy Man Inn, as Joseph pointed out, is on the southern edge of town. So as you go in, you veer and you follow the roads. It's easy to see. Again, the town of Weissbruck is growing, but the buildings are still predominantly 2 stories tall. The inn is a nice 3-story tall building. It also sits in front of a larger space. So as you guys step off the boat, the Black and Gold Inn is directly in front of you. You can walk down the docks, heading your way south along the river until you find the main road that cuts in to head towards the Happy Man. Yes, sir.
Yo, Brad.
Hit me.
Where would bounties normally be posted in a town like this?
Any town, bounties could be posted in any inn. They also could theoretically have a bounty office or a jail or somewhere with the guards that could have bounties.
I'll ask the lawyer. Where would be the best place to look? I guess
Kyle,
in game.
Kyle, just as a notice, I repeat my answer.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess in game, I'm asking you,
if there is
Segemund.
a jail, I would say we should start there.
Maybe we should look around, see if anything is posted.
I'm gonna dip out at the mention of a jail. I'm not going anywhere near that.
You say the word jail, you turn around, Wolfhart's just gone. Where'd he go?
See ya.
I
It's out to find the jail.
I think if we have a suspicion that there's a bounty hunter that's
Yeah.
stalking us to some
Or
degree,
if
we
there's
should
like
go and see if
I
there's...
mean, is there a warden's office or?
So in a town itself, there may not be a road warden's office. However, the road wardens could have their own office, or they could stay or reside alongside the guards of the town themselves, because the road wardens are just an extension of the guard for a town. They patrol the roads in the surrounding area, same as the river wardens. Now, none of you have ever been to Weissbruck. You don't know where these things are, so you'd have to do a little talking, a little rolling. We could find out. Wolfhart, if they're actually doing this, where are you going?
I'm gonna go sell shit.
Okay. Here's what we're going to do then. All 4 of you give me a gossip check, which is going to be to find out if you can figure out where you want to go. The 3 of you apparently to find a jail, and Wolfhart to find a place to sell.
I want to be
everything you've
slightly careful, because if we are wanted, I don't exactly want to walk into a jail. So maybe we should consider that ahead of time. Somebody just walks in to check it out. I don't know.
If we really want to go low stakes, let's just start at the tavern.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't they all? They have
Right.
message boards and
Most of them do.
Or just ask around, like, hey, we're a bunch of mercenaries. We could. I mean, I don't think we'd come across as mercenaries. Maybe
Not a
Luca.
chance in hell.
No.
Maybe Luca.
No, you're a
But,
mercenary's
like,
lawyer.
Kroppa shouldn't walk up and be like, "Hi, I'm a sword for hire."
No, I look like a dork with colorful clothing and goofy hair. Like I'm
And a loot.
not the one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if Wolf is going to go sell stuff, then our options are a little limited. But
You said gossip test, just flat roll.
Gossip test, flat, challenging, +0. Yes.
I rolled a 1 under 34.
Ooh,
You're going to find the story you need.
I guess.
I was
-1.
like, that is a terrible roll to have on this gossip check. Well, I
So
guess it's not terrible.
Kroppa and Segemund, it actually makes sense that you two struggle to gossip. One of you looks like a tax man. One of you looks like a
He's a
lawyer.
lawyer.
Segemund.
nobody's saying shit to us.
You walk up and
Kroppa
you
has
ask
jelly
people.
donut stains on his face too.
So, Luca, being with these two, despite the fact that you have a +1, you are getting overburdened by the sheer detriment of your allies because they both rolled -1s and because of their apparel. So you go up to people and you start asking about where's the jail, and you see as like the peasants and the people of the town just look at you and go, I'm not telling you shit. Or my personal favorite is you walk up to one and Luca, you just about get them to share. You start having the conversation of like, hello, I'm looking for I'm out of town. I'm looking for the jail. I'm looking for a friend, whatever your story may be. She's this close to telling you. Oh, yeah, if you just go down this road. And then Kroppa and Segemund step into the conversation. And by the time she's done, she's throwing a cup of water in one of your faces and telling you to sod off back to where you came from.
Perhaps you could give me some space. It seems the people here do not like you. If you could not tell.
All right.
As a note,
Want to go to the inn?
Oh, yeah.
As a note for the
Let's
two
party
of you,
more.
specifically for the two of you, Kroppa and Segemund, you are the epitome of potential risk. You're going up to people as a lawyer and a bailiff, asking them where the jail is. Perceptions are not great.
Some kind of sick joke, buddy. I'm not going.
Yeah, basically, they could honestly be perceiving it like you're looking at them as if you need to haul them off to jail for not paying a tax.
I mean, I guess, okay, Brad.
Hit me.
I get that. Jails are usually adjacent to City Hall, or at least involved with City Hall, town center, that kind of thing.
Could be. Yeah, could be.
I would imagine I would be asking more along those lines, not like, where's the jail?
Oh, the way you guys explained it was the...
No, you had me roll a gossip check, dude. Sorry, I was on mute for part of it, so maybe you said it then. But
I did ask, what are you asking for? And I heard, we're asking where the jail is. And I went, all right, roll gossip.
Wolfhart is a dork. He's not stupid.
You're not a nose-pushing glasses dork?
Not that kind. My intelligence is far too low.
This reminds me super quick of that police department that sent out letters to people saying they won some sweepstakes because they had warrants out, and the people show up to collect the sweepstakes, and they're like, "Ha ha!"
Unrelated, I said to someone at one point, I'm like, "Isn't that
Terrible
entrapment?" And they go,
"Yes."
If they got it cleared by the judge, yeah, but still.
I mean, technically, I don't know if it is.
It's not entrapment, because entrapment is to make them commit the crime. They were just trapping them with
They're just giving them to a location.
Advantage of the
It's a real feel bad.
They're dumb.
I don't feel bad. As somebody who grew... We're not going to dive into that rabbit hole right now.
Let's
but
go.
Anyway, pay your damn child support. Kroppa. I don't know if Kroppa has children in game, but if he does, I'm looking at you.
You see the size of me? Come on. When's the last time I... Never mind.
On that note. So, Segemund, Luca, Kroppa.
Why you bait me like that, Brad?
just to watch the response. Segemund, Luca, Kroppa. If the ask is not where's the jail, but if you're trying to ply your way to where a jail may be, you are still going to struggle. Unfortunately, when two of you roll a -1 and one rolls a +1, it's hard to get to where you need to be. That said, it was not a true group test. So, Luca, you do manage to eventually, conversing with people, finding the avenues where Segemund and Kroppa are tied up with one person, you sweet-talking a different one. You do eventually find out that there is a town hall, as there should be, in Weissbruck. It is located actually not far from the Happy Man Inn. More so, you, with a +1, marginal success, you do learn that there is a jail, but they don't know where it is. They do know it's not by the town hall, but they're not sure where it is, per se.
I don't know how you would like to do this, but I am going to specifically be watching behind us to see if I spot that guy following us. So
here's what
I'm
we're going to do.
kind of on edge about it.
Yeah. We're going to utilize my tried and true favorite of TTRPGs, which is just passive perception. Because here's the thing. You cannot be gossiping with folks and actively looking over your shoulder enough.
Sure it can.
I'm going to handle that. Well, good to know. Got you. Carry on.
Carrying on. Well, I would start, like we said, with going to the inn, seeing if anything's posted there, and then having some idea where the city hall is. We could go there if it's clear at the inns. Yeah?
3 of you head to the Happy Man. Wolfhart, with your +1. Sorry, +3. You do manage to find multiple vendors, whether they're in the docks or in the city, to offload. What all do you want to sell? Everything, probably?
Probably a good number of things. Minimum 2 daggers, 3 musical instruments, and that's it for right now.
Okay. What I will say is with a +3, you will find the vendors to do so. Unless you really want to roleplay that, we're gonna hand wave it. purchase value is 1/2 of listed value in the book. The only way that changes is if you roll a haggle check. We can do that now if you wish. You can see if you can do better.
Sure, I'll roll it.
All right.
Of course, we're going to try to haggle.
I'm just going to use a standard generic haggle for all of them. So I'm rolling once.
Okay. That's going to be a 32 under 34, so +0.
Okay. Unfortunately, that is the one time I actually rolled well. Thankfully for you all, if I'm going to roll an 11, it's now. Half the value of the book is what you're able to get.
Okay, fine.
So anything you want to sell, unless you really want to role play it, you can hand wave it. You can sell it at half the listed value for the purchase price.
Also, I will say, as I'm moving about the town, I am trying to do it stealthily. I'm not going to be wanting to get followed because there's a bounty hunter that we're.
Give me a stealth open real quick.
Well, that is a 72, but I'm going to swap it to a 27 under 42.
Damn min-maxers. So
Wolfhart
Wolfhart is stealthing through town to sell shit. Literally my note says Wolfhart is stealthing to sell shit. And we're going to find out how that goes. We're going to find out how that goes and how the Happy Man Inn goes next time on the Grimdark Chronicles. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you to our neighbors to the north from Darkforge Media for helping to support the show. Thank you to Baron of Dice for supporting the show. Again, head over to baronofdice.com for all of your needs and use the code DEADSONS so you get some money back. We don't get anything. It's for you. Please use it. Help support them. Help support us. And if you like what you heard, head over to deadsonsco.com to get access to Tainted Hive, Mothership eventually, Grimdark Chronicles, all of our reviews, everything else we've ever done. You can learn about all of us, including our newest member down there, Kyle. If you really like what you heard, please consider liking and subscribing here on YouTube. And if you want to help keep the lights on, head over to patreon.com/DeadSonsCompany, where you too can get early access to episodes and help us keep making this great content. Until next time, I'm your GM, Brad. Thanks for joining us.
You stay classy, San Diego.